Okay, we're on Sheviit, Perek Hey, Mishnah Hey, fifth Mishnah, the fifth chapter of Sheviit. We've been talking about this thing called luf, which you can look up in yesterday's Mishnah. The last Mishnah is called arum. It's a plant that they used to gather, and it was very hard to harvest, and they would hold on to it for quite a while, and they would also store it for a number of years. So the Mishnah we learned about storage of the luf. We learned about luf that they would have to plant in pual tzila'ot. Here, I learned in Mishnah Gimel, Perek Hey Mishnah Gimel, about luf she'avar alav Sheviit, and we also learned in Mishnah Bet about how you would store it. You have to have storage in the ground of shlosha tvachim. So this luf plant that they would save was a very significant. It was clearly a very significant crop, and also it was a staple that they would store for a number of years. So the question is, when can I buy luf from a farmer after Sheviit? Because we're going to learn in Perek Vav Mishnah Dalet that the problem that I can't buy produce from a farmer right after Sheviit, because then I'm encouraging him to plant on Sheviit, and we assume that he sold it on Sheviit. And even now, this halacha applies, that we're very meticulous, we're very careful to only buy produce that was either sold heter mechira or from chutz laaretz for a very long period of time after Shemitah is over. And so the Mishnah, and we're going to see in Perek Vav Mishnah Dalet, says, when can a person buy yerek motzei Sheviit? When new produce, when can I buy apples motzei Sheviit, i.e., we have apples in the store all the time because we're sure that it was from before, etc., or heter mechira. But let's say it's not heter mechira. I want to buy Israeli apples that were not sold heter mechira. When can I buy them? I can buy them in the 8th year, when they start growing when they are harvesting new apples. So is the same apply for luf or not? So the Mishnah seems to imply Rabbi Yehuda is going to say no. Let's look at our Mishnah. So what about luf? Does it rule that I have to wait until Kadesh Yasu, until they grow more luf? Does that apply as well to this product, to this arum? Or is there an exception? Rabbi Yehuda Omer, Rabbi Yehuda says miyad. Luf is different. I can buy luf right away. And the Bartanur immediately comments, even though in other vegetables, Rabbi Yehuda agrees you have to wait until you plant similar beluf with luf. Remember, we learned in the last Mishnah that in luf, since you have to go to this great lengths to hoe it with wooden hoes, i.e., if it grew by itself. Beit Hillel says I can use kardom as an axe or a hoe, a shovel of metal. Since they only uprooted the luf through a shinoi, therefore you're not going to find huge quantities of prohibited luf. I mean, the guy did it by himself in order to eat himself. And for this reason, it's mutar right away. And interesting, the Kahati also brings another explanation, who says that the reason it's mutar right away, one second, is because you can assume that he's selling min hatamun. We learned about hatmana, that we learned about they would store luf for a serious amount of time. Since they would store it, you're not concerned that the guy is selling you prohibited and produced on Sheviit luf. Chachamim say no, mishiyar be'achadash. Like everything else, mishiyar be'achadash, and he says, Bishalmi mefarish tainu min pesach ve'elach. From Pesach on, i.e., when they start making, when they're able to grow new luf. There's an interesting Tosefta. Tosefta has a very interesting story. Tosefta starts here. When can I start buying luf from Motzei Sheviit? Rabbi Yehuda Omer miyad. Rabbi Yehuda says immediately. So then Tosefta explains why. Amar Rabbi Yehuda, ma'asev ayinu be'en kushi. We're in this place called Ein Kushi. Vayinu ochlim luf Motzei achal Sheviit, and we ate luf Motzei achal of Sheviit right away. Al pi Rabbi Tarfon. Motzei achal usually refers to Pesach, the Sukkot. Amar lo Rabbi Yosef says, Misham Raya, no way. Imachem Ayiti, I was with you, Motzei Pesach Haya. You're remembering it all wrong. It's not Motzei Chag, it's not Sukkot, it's Pesach. And so therefore it's interesting. Based on the Tosefta, the halacha is like the Chachamim. Let's go back to our Mishnah. The halacha is like the Chachamim, Mishar Be'achadash. But Rabbi Yehuda is misunderstanding the story. And in the story itself, it was from Pesach. So his whole psak was based on a misunderstanding or a misremembering of the story itself. We'll stop here. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to contact me at rspolter@gmail.com. I'd like to dedicate the learning of this Mishnah to the memory of my father, Harav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Have a great day.